Prague isn't ugly. It is a beautiful city. Your city is clean, but big cities are stressful. And but you are relaxing. This city is crowded, but my apartment is spacious. I think museums are boring, but my sister thinks they're interesting. Is your neighborhood quiet or noisy? Do you think New York City is dangerous or safe? My plane ticket was expensive, but the hotel is cheap. Your city is very clean, but it is polluted. This vocabulary exercise too. Chicago was amazing great campus, right next to a dangerous lake. It is really beautiful city. Prices are high in Singapore. Everything is very expensive. My hometown is not exciting place. The nightlife there is pretty boring. Some parts of our city are fairly dangerous. They are not very safe late at night. The streets in the city are always full of people, cars and buses. It is very crowded. Grammar exercise 1. Choose the correct answers. My sister likes this painting, but I think it's really ugly. I hate it. There isn't any room to walk here. It's extremely crowded. Matt likes the restaurant, but it is too noisy for me. That car doesn't cost too much, but it is still pretty expensive. Tokyo is a big city, and it's very clean. Moscow is a cold city, but it's not too cold for me. I live in a safe city. I'm careful all night. However, it's rain a lot in Seattle. Some days it's sunny. Grammar exercise 2. Complete the sentences with the should and shouldn't. You shouldn't go to Mitad del Mundo because it's boring. You shouldn't take an Amazon boat trip. It's too expensive. You should try local. It's delicious. You shouldn't go hiking in the Andes by yourself. You should go to Otavalo and see the great markets. You shouldn't complete the sentences with the correct word from parentheses. Dubai is a very nice place, The summer are really hot, though. Colorado is beautiful in the summer, and it's a great place to go hiking. Hong Kong is an exciting city, and it's a fun place to sightsee. My hometown is a great place for vacation, but it's not too good for shopping. Our hometown is somewhat ugly. It has some beautiful old homes, however. Grammar exercise 4. Choose the correct answer. You shouldn't stay near the airport. It's too noisy. You shouldn't miss the museum. It has some new exhibitions. You can take a bus tour of the city if you like. You shouldn't walk alone at night. It's too dangerous. You can get a taxi if you're late.
1. My report is about Lima, Peru. Lima is the capital of Peru. It's a very big city, and about 9 million people live there. Lima is on the coast by the Pacific Ocean. There is a lot to do there. You should see the government palace. The building is extremely large, and it's almost 500 years old. You should also go to Larcomar. It's an area where you can see the ocean, shop, and eat great food. You should eat seafood in Lima. It's delicious and reasonable.
2. My report is about Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. About 2 million people live there, and they are from many different places around the world. Dubai is hot all year, and it's extremely hot in the summer. There are a lot of things to do in Dubai. You shouldn't miss the Burj Al Arab. It's a hotel, and it looks like a boat. You can also visit markets in Dubai. You shouldn't miss the gold market and the spice market.
3. My report is about Seoul, South Korea. It's a wonderful city. The winters are extremely cold, though, and it's somewhat hot in the summer. There are a lot of modern stores in Seoul, and there are markets, too. You shouldn't miss the Namdae Moon Market. It's open very late at night. You can't go to all of the stores on Sundays, though. some are closed on Sundays. The market is a great place for food, too. There are a lot of places with really good food all over Seoul.
Lima talk about food and number of people. Dubai about where and number of people and markets. So markets, food, number of people, where. Read the article, choose the correct answer. Piobico is a very small town in Italy. It only has a population of 2,000 people. It has one big event, though. It's called the Festival of the Ugly. The festival is in September every year and is for the World Association of Ugly People. That's when the club picks a president. The president was Telesforo Lobesili. For many years, when he died in 2007, his daughter became the president of the club. People say the club started in 1899. They aren't sure when it ended, but it started again about 40 years ago. The club has a funny name, but it does important things. Members of the club work hard so that people are not given jobs based on appearance. They want people to know what being beautiful isn't just about the way you look. They say a person is what he is and not what he looks like. Also, Piobico is a small town. The club is probably large. There are no 20,000 members around the world. This happens because of the internet and social network sites. Piobico is a town in Italy. The festival of the Ugly people is in September. The club is called the World Association of Ugly People. Members of the club don't think the people should get jobs based on their appearance. The club is pretty large. Population of Piobico, 2,000 people. When Mr. Lacobelli died in 2007. When the club started in 1899. Number of members now 20,000. Now gonna watch the video. What places does the hotel clerk tell Dr. and Mrs. Smith about? Choose the correct answer.
Thank you. Here is your card and a copy of the bill.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy your stay with us?
Yeah, it was fine, thank you.
Where are you traveling to today?
We're heading south to San Francisco.
Oh, San Francisco is great. We're going to stay there for just a couple of days. Have you been there before?
Well, I've been there once when I was a kid, but Mona, she's never been there.
What are you planning to do while you're there? No plans. We just want to explore. I want to see all the sights. Well, you can start with a cable car ride. Oh, definitely. It's a really fun thing to do. Yes, we definitely want to do that. And you should visit Fisherman's Wharf. Fisherman's Wharf? Oh, yeah. You can find a little bit of everything there. Okay. This sounds pretty good.
Yeah. I remember some pretty interesting houses. They had lots of colors and architectural details. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think you mean the Painted Ladies.
Right.
You can find them in Alamo Square. Alamo Square is this small park surrounded by really wonderful Victorian houses. We call them Painted Ladies because they're so fancy and colorful. You should definitely go there and see them. And don't miss Lombard Street. It's very cool. It's a very steep hill with lots of curves.
Wow, that all sounds very interesting.
If you have time, you can take a boat trip to Alcatraz. It's really interesting. And you shouldn't miss Golden Gate Park and the Japanese Tea Garden. Oh, wow. Thank you. This is very helpful.
What's the best way to drive to San Francisco?
The most interesting way is across the Golden Gate Bridge.
Right.
Just join Highway 101 about 5 miles down the road, and it takes you across the bridge.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Enjoy San Francisco.
Oh, thank you. How much for the cards?
Nothing. It's my gift.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good trip.
Certainly will. Thank you so very much.
Choose the correct answers. Fisherman Wharf, Alamo Square, Golden Gate Park, Lombard Street, Japanese Tea Garden, Alcatraz. Video exercise 2. Watch the video, choose the correct answers. Fisherman's Wharf, you can find a little bit of everything. Alamo Square is a small park surrounded by Victorian houses called Painted Ladies. Lombard Street, a steep hill with a lot of curves. The most interesting way to drive to San Francisco is across the Golden Gate Bridge.